Hi folks, my name is David Kennedy, and here's a quick bit of information about me and why I'm the suitable candidate for the role involved. So obviously you can see from the CV that I submitted to you how I did in college and then thereafter doing the graduate scheme for a year with Paddy Power. So again, in this video though, I want to tell you more about just about me and why I'm the suitable candidate for the role involved. I suppose first is that marketing comes natural to me. I grew up in a house of people involved in sales. For all my life, my mum has been involved in house sales. So again, with her speech skills, I always learned different tricks from her. So talking just comes naturally to me. And again, then from a young age that I wanted to get involved in the sales. So around when I was 14 or 15, I got work in my local golf shop. From playing golf, I got to know my local professional, and then he gave me a job there. And there I was working as a cashier, but as well as that, I was selling and upselling from a very young age. And what I noticed is that when upselling, it's almost a pitch that sells the product more than the product itself. So if somebody was buying just one club, like a 3-wood, you could entice them to buy the driver even if they weren't fully interested, just by saying how similar they are, and if you're good at using one of them, you'll be as good using the other one. So again, the selling just came naturally to me then. So as well as this might be a strange comparison, but I do play quite a bit of poker, and growing up playing the game and over the last couple of years, I realised that body language is hugely important in knowing what people are interested in and what they like. So for example, in poker, if somebody is speaking fast or speaking at a high pitch, you can basically tell that they have a good hand or that they're interested in what they're about to do, so they know they're going to make good money off you. So I think it's the same in sales. If somebody is replying to your pitch quite a bit, or if somebody is speaking to you quickly, you know that they're interested. Whereas if somebody is kind of shrugging it off, or their body is a bit loose, like so, well then you know that they're kind of put off almost by what you're saying. But if somebody is speaking to you fast, if you're speaking with their hands tightly grasped, or if they're fully open, you know that they're clued in to what you're saying. So I feel body language, after playing poker for years and growing up in the sales, body language is probably underrated even in knowing what people would like to see from you. So again, in college I ended up choosing marketing just because I did well always in business and English in school, so marketing was something that I did want to do anyway. After checking out all the different courses, I found that would be the right course for me and what I want to do in the future. So in the course itself, the modules, especially e-marketing, because the course became marketing with advertising and online media, as supposed to coincide with the social media boom. There's the modules like e-marketing was hugely important, so that was based on social media. And then I excelled in that, and also I excelled in the communication skills. There was oral and written communication skills, which I won numerous awards in even. So again, the communications is no problem to me. It just comes naturally even from my family. So just what I understand about loyalty marketing, retaining customers is again hugely important. And while retaining customers who continually use your business, it should lead by word of mouth even to their friends, or if they use things like forums or social media, word of mouth could spread, and it could even lead to a snowball effect of more and more business for you. So I feel I have first-hand experience of working with Paddy Power in advertising and the social media. So we focus on user-generated content. So we constantly did stuff like caption competitions, YouTube videos, and this got people involved with our page on Facebook and Twitter. And of course then when one person gets involved, their friends who don't like your page on Facebook or such will see that their friend is interacting with you, and that could lead to more impressions for you. So then the user-generated content is huge, and it makes people feel like they're part of your service. So it's almost a family feel, and that's what people want. And of course then from people getting involved with you, you can notice trends of what people like, of what people might want to change. And so for a free means of advertising, a free means of promoting, social media is huge, and it's just everything, especially in loyalty. So people can constantly interact with you, a 24-hour interaction. So just a bit more about me, why I'd be suitable. Well, first of all, I suppose if you asked people David Kennedy, if you just told me a few words about him, what would you say? Well, first, I'd say he's a nice guy, down to earth, nothing, he wouldn't say a bad word about anybody, nobody would say a bad word about him. But second of all, I guarantee they'd say he is one ambitious fella. I grew up with dreams of actually wanting to be a professional golfer, but I had 3 wrist breaks in this hand, so that ruined any chances, and I can only play seldomly now, and even then I wouldn't play to a standard that I used to. So to say even ambitious would be an understatement if you wanted to turn professional in a sport. But other than, as well than being ambitious, I recently moved to England 2 weeks ago, just for a change, so it shows that I am goal-oriented. I worked at home in Tipperary, in my quiet county of Tipperary, and then I worked in Dublin, in Clonskee, which again would have been a busy place, but after a year in Dublin, it's just enough, and I wanted to change. And I think the multicultural aspect of London is something that I always wanted to do. And with my brother living here, he's a site manager for a building company, and he was always telling me how much I'd enjoy the place. So of course England is what I wanted to do, and now that I'm here, I'm looking for something that suits me perfectly. So like I said, I'm ambitious, I am enthusiastic, I'm goal oriented. As well as that, I am flexible. I've got nothing to hold me back from going into work, or from working extra hours, or working times, weekends, etc. Because again, I've got nothing to stop me, no barriers. Whereas at home, I would have had family, friends, I would have had commitments. So that's just a bit of information about me, and I'm looking forward to hearing more from you. Thank you.